Good evening, everybody. It is race time again. We apologize for the technical difficulties. Mark Zuckerberg decided that it had to be difficult to connect to his service this evening. But we are here.
Both of us are Zucked, so that doesn't make it any easier.
Yeah, exactly. How Nick and I both have our personal accounts zucked at this point. In my case, it was for dropping an F-bomb about Italians while discussing Ducati.
Mine was for using a GIF that was already existent on their service.
See, this is just figure out what these guys are thinking. But
I can't use the words I want to describe it on this stream. Use your imaginations.
There you are. Oh, so good to be back. We had the off week, of course, and we are only 3 weeks left in this season, which is kind of cool. Because we had our first season already, but it wasn't a full season thanks to technical difficulties that will not be resolved. But this is...
You could just say Italians, much like
is that how we do it? I get another charge of people accusing me of hate speech?
Yes. But is it hate speech if it's real?
I know, right? I mean, they're Italian and they're making mistakes. Effing Italians.
Agreed.
Yeah, see? They can't figure this out. Now, actually, in that case, in the case of what I was talking about, I wasn't even criticizing Ducati.
You were saying it as a compliment.
Yeah.
So when I got my Facebook ban for a very similar thing a month or two ago, it was Germans. It was effing Germans. And we were talking about how over-engineered their vehicles are.
Yeah, they overdo it.
And it's like use some context, Facebook. You know, just because I say that doesn't make it hate speech. If anything, I was hating on every other manufacturer of vehicles. You know,
they actually have a button now that you can push. That happened in my case, that it's like, you guys misinterpreted what I was saying. They kind of looked at it, they said, yeah, that's cool, neat. They still left me banned.
So, no, mine had that button as well, and they added to the ban.
Oh, neat. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they gave me 7 days. We're angry that you decided to argue with us.
No, that's literally what they did, dude. I wasn't even banned at first. And then when I argued, then they banned me.
Yeah, it's like arguing with your parents. Don't argue with me, young man. Anyway. That being said,
smash and zuck.
That being said, we are back with some racing here, folks. It's good to see everybody. Bigfoot showing up as always. Good to see you, bro.
Yeah, you were in here early, dude.
Yeah, I know, right? How does he do that? I don't know. For some reason he's like trying to watch our channel. What's up with that?
He was going from withdrawals last week.
He's been sitting at home just doing the old Plano clap.
Tweaking the Plano clap. Oh my god! Wow!
that was what it was called in the late '90s. They had a big epidemic up there, and that is what that noise became. The Plano clap. Yeah, dude. So we are just about ready to start our first qualifying of the evening. This will be Moto3. Over at Phillip.
You're backwards.
I know, I'm backwards here. I'm doing it in the wrong order. But Phillip Island, always a fun one. This one is one that, like, a lot of people that I've heard when they say, oh, I want to go overseas, I want to do, tracks overseas, Phillip Island is, like, always high on that list. A lot of folks.
God, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
You know what's going to make some people mad? Do you know who the winningest GP racer is?
Winningest?
Phillip Island? Winningest. I'm making up words.
Winningest. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Who has won the most? Valentino Rossi.
Really?
Do you know who has not?
Has Marquez not taken a win there?
He hasn't taken a single win.
That
not in any race class at Phillip Island.
Is surprising and entertaining. I never realized.
No, hold on. I'm wrong.
Okay.
Thanks, Wikipedia.
Wikipedia lies.
Wikipedia does lie. He won in 2018. No, okay. 2019 and 2017. I'm going away. Wikipedia lied.
Clearly it's Rossi fans trying to engage in political intrigue. Oh my god.
Well, I'll just put my foot right back in my mouth.
It's a conspiracy among Rossi fans. That's all it is.
It's a conspiracy.
I blame Lee.
Yeah, right.
He's got to justify them tattoos somehow.
Oh. No, on
On what?
Sorry, race direction was in my ear, and I thought he was in this chat because of how loud he was.
Oh, no.
No, it's just my inability to read.
Oh, good.
Yes.
I'm glad you're illiterate.
Yes, I am illiterate. However, Rossi has doubled Marquez's wins here.
Oh, my. That is rather impressive.
I just like poking at the Marquez fans.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back to he's literally never ridden...
Never won here.
Can you prove me wrong?
Bro, can you speak anymore?
I need more alcohol and then I'll be here.
There we go. Problem solved. So this evening in Moto3, we've got Stormy, our French boy, who has... he had us in stitches last time we were in that big group chat.
Oh, man.
Oh, he had us laughing hard. So we
we
love us our Frenchman.
Yeah, not only is Stormy an amazing racer, he has a fantastic sense of humor. Yeah. I mean, I was laughing so hard it hurt.
Oh, I had tears coming down my face from laughing at that chat.
100%.
I got me a few good giggles out of that. So we've got him here this evening. We got Mr. Key back as always. Voss, who has already set the top of the board there with a 137.8.
Somebody's been practicing.
Jane, never slow, just about a third of a second behind Voss. Hazard is in tonight. We will see what he will be doing. Bichon, good to see him back. Bear out there as well. He was talking earlier about he's almost got that really nice 356 of his almost back and ready.
After it was ready and then somebody crashed into it.
God, that was the biggest shame I've ever seen. I was so sad when I saw that. Such a beautiful car.
So, I mean, in my experience, and those that don't know, I do this kind of repair for a living. Mm-hmm. Every time you have something really nice in the shop and you're really proud of the way it's turned out and the customer's going to be so happy, somebody crashes another car into it. Yeah. I mean, it's inevitable, dude. It's every time.
Some jackass is going to ruin it.
Yep, and it's either a customer or it's one of your employees or it's something like that, and you're just sitting there like, what?
Why?
I have got to call Mr. So-and-so and tell him that his stuff just got crashed into. I'm going to go get cussed at for 40 minutes.
Why couldn't you hit the Camry, the Honda Accord?
Right? Go hit one of the literal existing total losses on the lot.
Yeah.
Go hit one of the ones that insurance has already written off.
Yeah.
Don't hit my ready car.
So anyhow, it'll be good to see him back with that. Mr. Nick J has shown up this week. I guess we've got in Moto3 the big fight is going to be between him and between him and Bear. If I recall, the points standing there was really close as of last week, and with Nick J not being there, it puts him back where he really has to get a good win over Mr. Bear to put himself ahead in points.
So actually, they flipped as of last race. Bear is in second with 195 points. Jay is in third at 189.
Oof. So yeah, Jay needs to take it seriously if he wants to take that second place spot for the season. He is going to have a good standing this evening. He's going to have to hope that Bear doesn't have a good night.
Yeah, he's going to have a hard time with that.
It's going to be hard, but we'll see what happens. That'll be a fight to watch this evening. And Mr. Baird managed to make it in as well. Good to see him here. And Rocha made it back too. I know earlier he was we're packing up now and heading home. Where were they? They were out at they weren't at Crescent, were they?
I believe they were at Crescent.
Oh, okay. Man, that's a hell of a ride back to get here in time for racing.
There were both Crescent and Harris Hill track days today, so he was probably at Crescent now, if I had to guess.
All right. Yeah, I didn't know which it was.
I'm just mad that I wasn't at either of them.
I know. I feel the salt. So at this point, Boss still at top of the board. It's 136.5, putting Jane now 1.341 seconds back. Stormy a little over 2 seconds back. Hadlock finding himself about 3.5 seconds back. Hazard about 4 seconds. Ooh. Jay 4.3 seconds. Key 4.7, and Rocha 6.5 seconds back.
Come on, Roach. You missed last time.
Yeah, come on, man. Let's see you get in there and
he
get
was
her
doing
done.
that real-life racing thing.
Yeah, I
don't know how fancy he thinks he is.
Yeah, he's pretending he knows how to actually do this shit in real life. I know. It's just silly.
Would you look at it?
Would you look at that? Would you just look at it? So it'll be an interesting evening, I'm sure. 3 minutes remaining in qualifying. Our boys still working their times down there. Looking like Stormy is on a pretty good lap. Not going to put him at the front of the pack, but might move him up in standings there. Wouldn't be surprised to see him catch up to Voss at all.
The sound mixer on my computer is completely broken.
Well, stop doing that. All right, there we go. Bashan putting himself on the board with just under 6.5 seconds behind. That'll put him just ahead of Rocha. So we're waiting on Bear and Baird. See, they always do it to us.
Yeah. Bastards.
Those two. Always with the hate for the announcers. We'll see what they can do. And we still, even though he promised it earlier, we haven't heard who Bigfoot is going to be a fair weather fan of this week.
Judging by the leaderboards, it's going to be Voss.
It'll be Voss. Is that going to be it?
I'm just going historically here.
Yeah, just going up what we've seen.
And hey, housekeeping note, we will have Nick J's stream up by race time.
Oh, okay. All right. That's fine.
That's just fine.
That is just fine.
It's just fine.
We'll see if he can catch back up this week. Otherwise, the mission to catch up next week would be brutally hard.
Oof. Yeah, I wouldn't want to have that mission against a rider like Bear. Mm-hmm. Although he needs to put a dang qualifying time down.
Yeah. I'm sure he will here in a moment. He's probably just thinking about his fancy car. That's why.
Here's my prediction. You ready?
All right.
Bear's going to put down a qualifying time. This prediction has nothing to do with times.
Okay.
And then Baird is going to put down a qualifying time right next to him.
just to mess with us.
Just to mess with us.
You know what? If he was that precise a racer, if he was like, you know what? I'm not going to win this entire season because I'm trying to stay next to Bear, I would actually be more impressed.
That would be incredibly impressive.
It would be. Just
Bigfoot's feeling stormy tonight.
Is he? All right.
Okay. Let's see how quickly we Welsh on this.
He is feeling some perfection.
Oh.
That was the moment in that when I finally just completely lost it, was the fact that he said something was perfect. I love it.
So
I love it.
Those listening that don't know, Stormy is 110% French.
Oh yes,
like
absolutely.
My dude's as French gets, and we're making some French jokes, and he started doubling down on the French jokes.
Oh yeah, dude.
And so
it's rolling.
Yeah. There's some, if you Google like Frenchman and image search it, there are some really racist pictures of just like a dude with a bad mustache holding a baguette and a glass of wine.
And that is now in our Discord chat what Stormy uses for its avatar.
Yes, that is his picture.
Yep.
Yep.
Qualifying has ended at this point, and looks like, it looks like Jane has been, he went ahead and had this lap disqualified, so he won't be setting a higher time. Though, Bear, he's going to make it rough on Jay this week, sitting third.
Watch what Baird's about to do.
I know. Bear, man, he's going to come out and be a monster. We'll see what Baird does if he puts himself in
That's what I'm saying. Watch what Baird is about to do.
Yeah,
this dude's about to throw down a fourth place time.
He almost did. He put it in fifth. Baird, we see you out there hating us. We see how it's going.
You failed. Just remember you failed, but you tried.
It was a good try. So on the front row, you're going to have Voss, Jane, and Bear. Second row, going to be Stormy, Baird, and Hadlock. Third row, going to be Hazard, Jay, and Key. And fourth row, going to be Rocha and Bichon.
Man, so what I'm seeing here is we got Bigfoot over here rooting for a rider that's not even on the first row.
I know.
Hey.
Yeah, maybe he's not being fair weather. Or maybe he's just enjoying the fact that Stormy is one of the funnier guys on the grid. Maybe that's what's up with it.
Yeah, that was amazing. Amazing.
Maybe he just wants to hear Stormy give an interview at some point with his comedy. Maybe that's
now that I think about it,
what's that?
I think Bigfoot's joined the Discord, so he might have been in that.
He might have. I don't remember. He'd have to say. I don't remember if he had or not. But I did giggle. So now we will wait our 2 minutes for them to go ahead and finish their final setups, getting everything ready. Wee. Oh, you were for that. Okay. All right. Well, wee to what part? You joined. Were you there for that humorous moment that had us all dying laughing? We'll see what he says there.
Okay. Race direction stuff going on there. Sorry.
That is fine. So
we are going to be late to Moto 2, obviously.
Yes.
And we're going to cut down Moto 2 qualifying just a wee bit. Get it? A wee bit. Yeah, shoot me.
Wee bit, yes.
A wee bit. Yeah. To try to get back on schedule. So we will see.
Alrighty. So waiting on everybody to do their final setup here. It looks like everybody just about ready, just waiting on Bear to get his stuff done. And then we will get started with our first race of the evening. This will be Moto 3 at Phillip Island on the Xbox. And I am so excited that we are literally, this is going to be our first real full season that we are about to get to the end of here. Kind of excited.
The universe can hear you, and Milestone servers can hear you.
Don't do you? I am knocking on compressed particle board right now. Do not do that to me.
Compressed particle board.
It's the closest thing I got to wood in the apartment. Leave me alone. And we are off with our first race of the evening. And looking like Voss doing a good job of getting the early lead there. Jane finding himself in second. Key having a great launch as well, putting himself into third. Bear holding on to fourth. Baird right behind him, making our lives miserable. Jay, you don't get to count him out. He is close. Are you okay there, Nick?
The way that just rolled off your tongue caught me sideways. I'm sorry. I had to back away from the microphone.
Oh, look at Baird coming around Baird, though. Very, very nice pass there. Yeah, that is solid. Oh, Bear back under, though. Oh, Baird pushed wide. My God. Oh, Hazard finding himself out, unfortunately. It's going to take him a little bit of time to catch up. Hi there, Paul. I don't think Paul's commented on our things before. What the hell did you stumble onto? You stumbled onto the Southern E Racing League in our 18th round at Phillip Island. And yes, it is fun, and yes, it's been a long season. So Bear,
it has been a fun and long season for sure.
So Bear now sitting in third, and I think one of the guys that got caught up in that wreck, and there goes Key. I think one of the guys that got caught up in that wreck was Nick J, so he's going to have a hell of a fight to catch up to Bear.
Oh, with Bear in third, that's not good for Nick.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to catch him. Bear's going to get a lot of points out of being, if he can hold the podium for Moto 3, it's going to be really hard for Jay to catch up if he doesn't get up through the pack now. And Bigfoot's Choice Stormy finding himself back in 6th behind Rocha. Don't worry, Rocha will wreck soon. Stormy will be fine.
I thought we were taking it easy on Rocha since it's his first time back in a while.
We always got to give Rocha trouble about it. He knows we love him to death.
Poor Rocha. But hey, I mean, look at this performance from Two Plane and Bear. I mean, not to belittle Voss or anything, but we kind of expected him to be in first.
It's like, Voss, Fred. Well, that's just kind of a thing that happens.
Ooh, I'm surprised. But man, Two Plane and Bear and Baird next to Bear.
I know, right? See, they hate us. They hate us, and they just want us to know.
We're breaking y'all up next year. You're going to be in different race classes.
We have to just to avoid this mess. Oh my God! But Bear actually looking very solid with Baird right behind him. Ooh, Bear swinging a little too wide. And that was very close. Rocha, unfortunately, having an off. Oh, God, Baird going off track, coming back on.
Ooh. That's not good.
Yeah, it looks like it cost Baird. He wound up going off. Bear managed to continue. And he finds himself still in third. And now Stormy sitting right on top of Bear. Like there is no getting away from it. You can see here in the straight. Sitting from Stormy's view right now. Man, oh man, it's going to be an intense fight there. Do what? Were you talking? I guess he was talking to Race Direction there.
No.
Oh, okay.
Interesting that Stormy's not going for a draft.
Oh yeah, no, I thought he was.
Total separate lines.
Yep. As they come around through two, a Bear swinging way too wide and winds up going off, and that takes him down. Man, that's disappointing. Those first couple of laps, he was doing wonderfully. Oh, and Hadlock going off as well.
Oh, that is. I feel so bad for Bear. He was killing it.
He was doing
and any new
great.
viewers we have, the one-handed, username is not a joke. He has use of one hand, and he's out there, working with some of the best in the world and winning.
Yeah. And when we say best in the world, we're not kidding. There have been a couple of times we've seen our boys in the top 10 boards. On Milestone's boards showing, 6 or 7 of the top 10 slots are guys that are running this league. So you don't get to get in this league and it's easy. No, these dudes are genuinely quick.
They're right now the Milestone Esports deal is going on, and 5 or 6 of our racers are like top 10 in that as we speak. I mean, I might be off with the numbers a little bit, but they are seriously impressive.
Yeah. And I mean, like, the fact that any of our guys manage to stay anywhere, like some of our guys that aren't at that point, the fact that they stay within, 10 to 20 seconds of them over the course of a race, it's like, yeah, you're not doing bad. You're up against the best on the planet, and you're staying 10 or 20 seconds away. Okay, all right, I'm not going to fault you at all.
Not at all.
Yeah, because I couldn't do that. I'd be terrible.
No, I can barely do a lap. But look at Bigfoot here, sticking with Stormy. My man, a little consistency tonight.
All right. Well, maybe Stormy will at least catch Jane. We'll see there. Baird has actually done pretty well. Kept himself in 4th. Hazard in 5th. Bear had that off. It has pushed him back to 6th. But he is right on top of Hazard. So we'll see if he can actually make a pass happen there. Ooh, and they are having a bit of a fight back here. You can see there coming through 4. Yeah, this is by no means over. Bashan, unfortunately, having an off at the back there. And that is not at the back, excuse me, back in. That'll put him back in 7th.
Man, do we have P5's viewpoint here?
Oh, do we have? Yeah. Are you talking about Bear? I'm looking at him right now.
No, Bear's in 4th. Who's right behind Bear?
No, I'm showing him in 5th right now. I think you're wrong.
I'm showing El Bear in 4th.
I don't know how. Something is weird right now.
Okay. Now he's in 5th. What?
Yeah, it's kind of. I'm not sure. Maybe you're even more lagged than normal tonight.
No, this was not a case of me being illiterate. It might be additional lag.
Yeah, I'm betting it's lag. That's what I'm saying. You might be more lagged than normal tonight. That would be my guess.
Well, never mind. Check out Hadlock.
Yes, currently. Let's see here. Hadlock is. Do I have Hadlock seen? I do not.
I think one of the Race Direction streams has it up.
Do they have him right now? Not that
Karina
one.
does.
Okay. All right, there we are. Good call. So Hadlock trying to chase down Keys, seeing if he can get himself a nice pass here. Ooh. I know earlier in the race he was looking okay, and during qualifying he was looking good, so seeing him at the back is a bit of a surprise. He was doing okay earlier. Oh, Rocha off the track. That bringing Hadlock up from 11th to 10th. Come on, Rocha. As much as we talk about you wrecking, you can't be sitting at the back of the pack like that, bro. We know you're faster. Come on.
He is definitely faster, but, Hadlock is really on Sam Crow here.
Yeah, Key looking really solid on his lines around the track here. Yeah, this is not like I have no major criticisms for that line through there. This is not looking too bad.
It's crazy to think that these guys are in, we'll just call it last place, as a collective, running lines like that.
Yes. Yeah, like this is part of what you have to deal with. Like our league in the slowest class, you're looking at some guys that are definitely hauling ass.
Bigfoot.
And he lost a wreck 2 times so Stormy can catch him. You know what? I have nothing wrong with that plan. Oh! Hadlock with a good pass under Key. Key just swinging too wide. Coming through 11, and that through 12, Hadlock is going to go ahead and take 9th. That is very solid, and Key is going to have a hell of a time trying to catch back up. Oh, look at this. Down the straight, neck and neck. Key just getting a little bit ahead, and that is... Ooh, I don't know if he managed to bleed off enough speed coming into 1. Swinging around the loop at 2. He manages to hold on to it. His exit was just a little bit better. I think Hadlock was a bit more aggressive coming into the turn. And up front, we've got Baird just about to chase down Bear right now. Let's go ahead and jump over that fight.
Yeah, we were just hearing about that.
Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at that fight. I think his...
Why are we acknowledging this fight? We want to discourage this fight.
Well, there's a degree to which we have to go ahead and accept that this fight is worth looking at. As much as these guys hate us.
Just change their name on the screen. Make me happier.
But that being said, it is fun to see this fight for the simple fact that obviously where Bear stands this evening is going to make a difference in the point standings for the season. Now, at this point, Jay is only two places back from Bear. So if he can manage to get up ahead of Bear, he actually has a chance. Now, he'd have to have 10 seconds to make up because we are currently on the penultimate lap.
You got it.
So we'll see if he can do it. That is a lot to do in 1 lap. So we'll see if Jay can do it. It'll probably require some mistakes from people up ahead of him, which, to be fair, tonight, Baird, and Hazard are not making it. Oh, no, and Jay has a wreck there. I did not see which turn that happened at. That is going to make it really rough for him. Oh, man. Yeah, I think that was in 2 that he went off. Oh, man. I was hoping he could make his way up there towards the front. Man, that'll make it. His next 2 weeks are going to be really hard if he wants to get up there and be up at the front for the season. That was too bad.
Bad time. Hey, I'm hearing to check out one of the race direction streams. Not sure what they see.
They are probably looking at... Let's see, we have Hadlock here. Yep, Hadlock right behind Key. And Bichon. So you're looking here at the fight for 8th. These boys all in there real tight with each other. Ooh, look at that. Key going a little bit wide. Hadlock starting to take advantage of it. He's looking for it. Can't quite make it happen as they head over the hill. Wow. Yeah, that is really aggressive. Look at this. Hadlock with a great pass around Key. And we are on the final lap at this point. Dear God, that was actually some decent passing there by Hadlock. Did manage to slip around Key. He hasn't gotten rid of Key quite yet, though. Looking at it from Key's point of view, you can see he's got everything he needs. He's got plenty of fuel, plenty of tires. Up at the front, Voss, despite... Oh, wow. Key going off. Oh, man. That is rough. He was really doing a great job getting around the track, but unfortunately that's going to cost him. There is no way he's going to catch the padlock with a great pass under Bashan. Very, very nice. Meanwhile, Bashan coming back. Looking for it around the outside. Oh, look at this. And up front, Voss is finished at this point. You realize he hasn't managed to stretch it out much over Jane at all? Like, he only got the 3 seconds ahead. Jane had a great night.
Moving tonight.
Yes, he was. Stormy finds himself 16 seconds back. Not quite there. Baird trying to chase down Hazard. Baird probably not going to make the podium, but looking like he's going to take fourth. Three places ahead of Jay. That's going to make the points interesting for this week. And that is going to be it for Moto3. Some good, solid fights in there tonight. That will be Voss taking first, holding on to things there. Jane, good God, what an evening there on Moto3. He was not far behind. When you're trying to hang on to Voss, it ain't easy. Then Stormy coming in third. Bigfoot having at least you got one on the podium there, bro.
Hey, look at those lap times.
Yeah. Dear God, Jane's lap time's a 1:37. They're 1:39.
Look at the consistency between third place and seventh place.
Yep.
That's wow.
Yeah, those guys were really looking good tonight. Yeah, between third and seventh, there was barely anything. These dudes are starting to get consistently fast.
Race direction, scroll down.
yeah, scroll on down. Because Nick needs to see it. So Bear taking fourth, Hazard taking fifth. Hazard had a pretty good fight there. That was not bad at all. Baird in sixth, also having a pretty good fight. Jay in seventh. It's going to make his next 2 weeks really challenging if he wants to stay up there on the podium for the season.
So we're sitting here with Bear in second at 208 points and Jay in third at 198.
Ooh, 10 points between them. That is the fight remaining, the fight for second. It's going to be good. I am looking forward to seeing that for the next week. Okay. So that is going to be it for Moto3. And we are going to take a brief break. Then we will be over to qualifying for Moto2 at Phillip Island on the Xbox. I hope everybody enjoyed that one in Moto3. That was actually a pretty good fight there. We had some good ones. I liked it. Those boys were out there doing it.
They really were. I mean, God, it's a good start.
Yep. So Mr. J will be stepping out since he has been running just Moto3 this evening. Good to see him there. We missed having him in last week. And it may affect his standings for the season. Ooh, that one's going to be rough. And Macargo stepping into Moto2. So we will have one of our fast boys jumping in there. Okay, so we are going to take that brief break. And then we will see you guys in, what do you say, about 5 minutes or so? Something like that?
Yeah, I mean, it'll be pretty quickly here.
Alrighty. So stick around, folks. We'll be back very shortly. Alrighty, folks, they got started really fast here, so we are over to the track for our second qualifying of the evening. This is going to be Moto2 qualifying at Phillip Island on the Xbox. Hope everybody's doing well. The first race was actually pretty good, I have to admit. Our Moto3 boys were out there fighting pretty hard. Oh, and Coco made it back for Moto2 this week. I did not see that before I stepped away briefly. So good to see him out there. We'll see what everybody can do this evening. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope everybody has had a good Monday. As miserable as that day is. Pre-ordered 21, says Mr. Caesar. No, we have not, because we are still, and I think most of our racers haven't either, because we're still trying to sort out what it looks like with regards to the next-gen consoles versus previous-gen consoles situation. We're waiting to see how all that looks. Once we get that sorted out, we'll be deciding which version of 21 we'll be picking up. What we're trying to do is we're looking to make sure that as many racers as possible can participate. So we'll see how that situation looks. Because the more people we have, the more fun it is. We know our boys love some competition. So far, we are running a 10-minute qualifying for this to try and catch up for the technical difficulties earlier. So that is going to make things a little more challenging for the boys out there. But Stormy already putting down a 1:30.5. A good start for him there. Yeah. I hear you there, Chris. That does make sense. Yeah, we'd love to have more people in. I guess you're talking about a Key there. Yeah, he's been here all season. He seems to have been having a lot of fun with it. So we'd love to bring more folks in. But yeah, we're still trying to figure out how that situation is going to look. We will definitely let people know the moment we know. We're going to run one or the other though. It'll either be on the next gens or it'll be on the previous gen, depending on which looks like the most folks will be able to do it. That is definitely going to make that decision.
I guess it's going to come down to console availability.
Mm-hmm. That too. Absolutely. So, and also we were looking at how the crossplay works, that sort of, like if there is crossplay of any kind, that sort of stuff. So we're trying to sort all that out. We will make an announcement about that. Absolutely.
Oh, if there was crossplay, that'd be too cool.
Well, at least crossplay across generations on the same platform would be nice, you know. If they're not going to give us true crossplay, then at least that would be something, you know.
So I can say for sure they are enabling crossplay across the platforms on other games right now, or across the consoles, the generations.
Okay. Yeah, so a lot of other games. Okay, so we'll see if they wind up doing that. And the game runs on the Unreal Engine anyway, so if it's a possibility with the Unreal Engine, maybe they'll put it in this. We'll see. I can tell you this, if they make it where it can crossplay, at least in race direction, if they make it where it can crossplay between the new generation and the old one, we will try to make sure the studio is using new generation. That way we will be able to give you the prettiest visuals we can.
Nah, we're gonna go for we're stepping back.
We're looking for the Xbox 3 shitty that just looks awful. That's what we're looking for.
Nah, bro, original X-Bone.
There you go. So Voss putting that a 129.971. Dear God, why does he have to do that to people? Stormy though. Stormy's been working on his Moto 2 there. You can see him only half a second behind Voss. Not looking too bad at all. Coco, look at there. Actually, Coco has been pretty good every time he's been with us, hasn't he?
He's been solid, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's not bad. A second and a half behind Voss is not bad at all. Ooh, and look at Mac. Yeah, our boy out there in Cali actually knows what he's doing. Manages just to sit just ahead of Stormy there. That is not a bad lap at all.
We don't give Cali boys that kind of credit.
I will give Mac credit because he puts up with all of our shit and still goes fast.
He really does put up with me pretty well, and I rip on him a lot for the California thing. So.
Yep. No, I do love Mac. He is a fun racer to deal with. Jane not doing too bad either. Obviously, Moto3 was where he was strong this time. There was his comment talking about he feels like he'll never be able to keep up with the fast guys, but you watch him last race, and the only person ahead of him was Voss. It's like, dude, you don't get to sit there and complain that you're slow when you're able to hang with Voss like that.
My controller's broken.
Yeah, he's this league's Oba.
Yes. I'll never keep up with the fast guys. Keeps up with the fast guys.
Yeah, literally is the only guy anywhere close to keeping up with the fast guys for Moto3. So, Jane looking decent here in Moto2. We'll see what he can do overall. There he is. Now he's 1.7 seconds behind, so he knocked 0.2 off of his time for a lap. That's not bad at all. That puts him just ahead of Bear at a 1.995, and Hadlock clinging right to Bear's back tire there, putting himself 2 seconds down. Baird deciding he hates us, putting himself just ahead of Bear. We appreciate that, sir. And what?
I'm walking away. I need a mental moment.
The suffering, the pain that we deal with, and
the anguish. Oh wait, that's Rocha.
And Key sitting 4.5 seconds back. I know Mr. Caesar earlier is a friend of Mr. Key's, so there's where your boy is sitting right here. Cheer him on. Bichon and Hazard yet to set down times. We have 2.5 minutes remaining in qualifying. And with how fast the laps are, that gives them reasonably 2 more laps they can put down.
That's enough.
Yep, we'll see if they can do that. Stormy, currently on pace to sit at the front, same as Voss, both of them working on setting a best pace. All right, I think Stormy's been practicing a little Moto2 this week. I am definitely suspecting it there.
But we're not even in France.
I know. Apparently he's decided he's going to invade other countries and conquer them.
It's very un-French of him.
You know what? I won't complain. I love when our Frenchman goes fast.
Oh, and he's going fast. Looks like we
That
just
he
need
is.
Sean and Stock Hazard to throw down a time.
Oh, so close. Put himself 0.035 seconds behind Voss. I think we can safely call that tied.
That is, for all intents and purposes, tied.
Yeah. If he can hold a pace like that, yeah, Voss ain't going to leave him behind by any stretch. So Bear moving towards a personal best there. See what he can do with it. Hopefully he can move himself up the standings some there. He probably will at least get past Baird, which all it'll do is continue to make it difficult for us to call between those two. We hate you guys too.
I'm ignoring it at this point, honestly. If I keep talking about it, I'm just going to sound like more of an enemy.
Oh no, Bear putting himself up in 5th, just ahead of Jane. Well, that's not too bad at all.
So what are we feeling here, Bigfoot? We still going for Stormy?
Yeah, are you still cheering for Stormy there, Bigfoot? What is going to be your call? Who are you fair weathering this time? Voss on pace, trying again after that happened last time. He was through the first section looking amazing, and then it just, second section, can't make it. So apparently Voss is really strong on the first section. I guess it would be 1 through 3 on this track. Yeah.
Well, he continues to hit red there and then screw up the second one. So if I wonder if he's... Whoa, Stormy!
Well, okay then. Stormy now putting himself up 0.032 seconds ahead of Voss. Yeah, it's looking like it's going to be a good fight between those two for this race in this class.
Until they go bowling in turn 1.
Why? Why with the hate? Why with the curse? So at this point, Qualifying is over. We will be waiting for people to finish up their laps there. Stormy is done for the session. It looks like Voss as well. So we've got Mac, Bear, Jane, Hazard, and I believe Coco still out on the track here.
Coco Chanel?
Coco Chanel? Really?
I don't know, dude. I'm just making up names at this point. Even though I'm well aware that's not made an up name.
Bashan, unfortunately, did not turn in a time, so he's going to find himself in the back of the pack for that one. But I think he hasn't been around much recently, so not surprising to see that he's struggling a little bit. But I'm glad to see him out there anyway. Alrighty, so your front row going to be Stormy, Voss, and Mac. Looks like somehow Bigfoot managed to pick a good one that turned out amazing for the second race.
And look at all them American flags that got beat by a Frenchman.
Oh, that Frenchman just made everybody surrender. Jane, Bear, and Baird, because they hate us. On the second row, Coco, Hadlock, and Hazard going to be back on the third row. And at the back, I believe it was... Who do we have back there? Oh, come on, race direction. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. Sorry about that. Key, Rocha, and Bashan. They're going to be rounding out the back. Sorry about that. I missed my mute button. Just realized I hit the wrong one. So, we will take the 2 minutes, and then our racers will be ready to go.
Double fail.
Yep.
We're doing 3. Why are we doing 3? I'm not entirely sure, but I just heard that we're doing 3.
3 what? Oh, 3 minutes. Okay. All right. I guess everybody needs just a little extra time this evening.
I guess so. Did you see the temperature out there?
Was it a bit on the warm side? A bit
55 degrees Fahrenheit.
Ooh, okay.
A bit
Oh, wait,
on
it's
the chilly
Australia.
side.
What am I thinking? It's that time of year. It's going to start getting cold there. I'm sorry. I forget they live upside down. Oh, Bigfoot misqualifying. Bigfoot, you'll be happy. Your fair weather friend for the evening managed to qualify first.
It's true.
It is true. So Stormy...
Apparently we screwed something up with qualifying, and now we're doing 3 minutes, and they haven't handled, so we're just going to let it happen.
All right. I'm not going to complain. I'll let them do whatever they're doing.
They're going to do it.
Do it. Oh, okay. Spanky has joined Just Watching and TV Director. I guess he's going to be chilling and seeing what's going on there. Hi, Spanky. Good to see you, bro.
How was dinner, Bigfoot? Was it better than the race?
He had some steak and scrimp.
I mean, look, that might be better than the race, but no matter what he says, he's lying.
Yes, Stormy did manage to take first in qualifying. So he had a great qualifying. Yes, he is pole. He did a good job. You managed to pick a winner for qualifying in Moto 2. We'll see what it wasn't by much. I mean,
Twist.
For all intents and purposes, he and Voss were tied for most of qualifying.
Nah, man, plot twist. He wasn't off eating dinner. He was paying each of the racers off to behind
Hey,
Stormy.
everybody be slow, yeah. It might be happening. You never know. Thick pork chop. Ooh. That is not a bad choice, sir. Cannot criticize that for a choice of a meal. A thick pork chop and mushroom gravy. Mmm.
So, not bad, but why not a steak? That's all I'm saying.
No, dude, no. Don't get me wrong. I'm a big fan of a good steak, but sometimes a good pork chop,
I'm going to hate on pork chops a little bit.
I'm not going to. I love me a good solid pork chop. And a mushroom gravy sounds amazing on a pork chop.
Yeah, it sounds really good. I mean, genuinely. Ship some of that over to Texas, please.
I know, right? I'll take some of that. I won't complain. So we are waiting for our boys to get finished up here. Jane and Voss remaining to finish. I'm sure they'll be ready shortly. Ribeyes on Saturday. Good choice, bro.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm about it. I'm about it. That is a true meat eater's diet.
Yeah, it is. Sunday out at Dowling's place, I had some really good barbecued chicken and sausage. Yeah, some
Sausage?
Yeah, some solid sausage. But now we are talking about racing in Moto 2. We are just about to start our second race of the evening. This will be Moto 2 at Phillip Island on the Xbox. Here we go, boys. Let us get it done.
Is that like Prince Phillip Island?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you that part. I'm not Australian enough.
Rest in pieces.
Oh, this evening I have been doing my usual, the La Fin du Monde, which our French guy will tell me I'm pronouncing it completely wrong, even though it's Belgian, which is pretty much French, with just a little German mixed in. Coco having it off there.
People.
I know. Coco having it off there in turn 2. And Deshaun having a decent lap. Ooh, finding himself very far off the track, managing to get it back in. Jeez almighty, it is definitely a bit of a fight here. Let's pop up front. We're looking at Stormy here. Just back behind Voss and Mac. Look at Mac sitting up there having a great race so far. As they come around through 6 into 7. Look at these boys fighting. Red Spanish wine, my dude, says Donna. Is it Dare Tobe? Donna Tobe, Chris? There's lots of Chris's in here this evening.
We do have lots of Chris's tonight.
Apparently. Good to see you, sir. I don't think you've commented with us before. Red Spanish wine. All right. Not going to criticize that. Particularly if you pair it with some kind of good red meat, like a good steak. I'm all about some red wine and steak.
No, I'm about that. I'm going low calorie tonight. Mineral water, lemon juice, vodka.
Dare to be Chris's. I was like, I'm thinking it's like a Japanese thing. Taratome? That'll be work.
Oh, I see it now. Wow, we're idiots.
No, we're not idiots. There are lots of weebs online.
There are lots of weed.
Is it sweet? A red? I wouldn't expect it to be too sweet. Do what?
There can be fairly sweet reds.
There can be, but most of them aren't. And currently Voss now up front with Mac right on him, and Stormy, who is our pole leader in qualifying, sitting just back behind the two. Maybe he's waiting for them to take each other out, and he'll just try to assume the front just to make Bigfoot happy. These guys up front are by no means done. Meanwhile, a little bit further back, Baird is about 2.5 seconds off the front pack, with Bear right behind him. I mean, half a second off of him. Ooh, and through the turn in 10, Bear manages to slip past Baird, putting himself in 4th. Rocha having it off, unfortunately.
Come on, Rocha.
As up front, Stormy, Mac, and Voss still not done with this fight, but it is starting to stretch out a bit as we start the 3rd lap. And yeah, from Stormy's view, you can see he is really at it, trying to keep up with him here. Looking at it from Mac, looking back. Looking very solid. Man, these front 3 guys are just positively hauling ass this evening. Looking really good.
So I got distracted looking up Phillip Island facts. Have any of them hit a seagull yet?
Which, that picture is still one of the best pictures ever from this track. It's horrifying but amazing to see.
It's happened more than once.
Yeah, but that's the one thing that makes me hesitant. Like, there's a lot great about this track, but if I ever went out and did it, man, I'd be worried about hitting a seagull. Oh, Bichon having it off, unfortunately.
Better than the turkey buzzard that I almost hit.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Bigfoot, I've noticed that too. Stormy has been right on that bouncing off the limiter at several points. He is pushing the edge of what his bike can. Ooh, a little bit to the outside, or a little bit to the inside there, having to get back off of it before he can get back on the throttle. Chris mentioning, I'm here because Bigfoot recommended it. Well, thank you, Bigfoot. Thank you, Chris.
And welcome, Chris.
Yeah. Yes, welcome to the races, and thank you, Bigfoot, for recommending us. And thank you, Chris, for showing up.
Fun Phillip Island fact, I'm just looking at aerial photos. Their go-karting track is like a 1-to-1 of the real track.
And this is what Coda needs to do with theirs.
I think Coda did a good balance if they picked very famous corners and kind of built it off of that, but the fact that it's 1-to-1 just about is hilarious.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, you need to do that. So far, Stormy not letting go. We are almost halfway through this race, and he has just not let Mac and Voss get completely away from him. You can see that they are just about a second ahead of him. He is not making it easy for him to escape. Now, meanwhile, towards the back, Mr. Key here trying to chase down Bichon. I know they were having a bit of a fight last race. What?
Mr. Key dropped from 7th place to 11th place due to battery failure in his controller.
Oh my God, that is
He forgot to fill the tank before the race.
Yeah, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. But he is now doing a good job of chasing down Bichon, coming into 10. Look at this. Look at that, a nice pass. Ooh, a little bit of contact. I don't think that looked like it was on purpose. It looked like Bichon just realized he wasn't there on the line. But Key, nice pass up and under him into 12. Oh, but Bichon taking it back. All right, looks like these boys are going to have a good fight back here.
One of them needs to go down in front. Don't wish for your racer to be faster. Just wish for other people to crash. That's how I do it with Marquez.
It's true. Oh, bit of contact there coming into 2.
Yeah, they're bumping a little bit. That's okay.
Yeah, rubbing is racing. I'm noticing everything that's looking... Okay, it's a little rough here and there.
That is literally a dog shit emoji.
I mean, he's not wrong.
I need it in my life.
So, Key now managing to hold on to 10th, having taken it from Bichon with a good fight there. Bichon now finding himself about a second and a half back. That was a solid fight for that position. They were going down. They had some good contact there. It's part of the reason I like to allow contact where it isn't total blatant craziness. And it looked like both of those dudes were just looking for the line pretty hard.
If you're not knocking people over, I don't think that's blatant craziness.
Yeah, no. If it's just if it's just both of them are looking for the line and there's a touch, I'm gonna go ahead and let that play.
It's just a touch.
Yeah, just a little touch here and there.
It's just a flesh.
So meanwhile, you can see here from Mac's view, trying to chase down Voss. They both managed to stretch it out to a little over 3 seconds ahead of Stormy. So apparently letting Bigfoot pick is winning the race just is a bad idea. I would avoid letting that guy pick you. You'll be great in qualifying. In the race, you'll have some trouble.
I don't know, man. I mean, maybe.
I don't know. It seems that way. So Mac doing his best to try and chase down Voss. I don't think it's going to happen though. Ooh, I say, oh no! Mac cutting it too far inside in 10.
That's unlike him.
Yeah, no, that is not the kind of mistake we see out of him normally. And Bigfoot telling us we have to switch to... You know what? Voss, I think, is the only person I've seen in the league that is immune to the commentator's curse. We've tried...
Voss enjoys pressure.
Yeah. You put more pressure on Voss, and he becomes a diamond. That being said, Stormy was pursuing so close that Bigfoot, you're lucky, your boy is now sitting in second. But nice goal, but it's a touchdown. Yep, that is a camera curse, and that is the case. It seems like Mac has suffered it. Oh, and Rocha having an off as well.
So if we're doing, like, stripy shirt refs, do we need to start doing commentary like actual football game? In a game of football, you got to run or pass the ball. You got to score points. So I'm going to start doing, in a Moto2 race, you got to be fast.
Letter 13, out of bounds.
No, you got it. So that's the ref, right? But the commentators are like, to win a Moto2 race, you got to be faster than the guy in front of you.
I think the guy that we doing the John Madden
fastest guy on the track is going to come out and he's going to win tonight.
I think the guy that comes in first is going to be the guy that wins. Thank you, John Madden. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. The guy that comes out here and turns that fastest lap time consistently, and if somebody crashes in front of him, well, I guess he's going to win.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for that wonderful insight.
We appreciate that. Thank you, John Madden. That must be why you get 7 figures to tell us what's going on. Meanwhile, I get the Searle salary.
Yeah.
So we are now on the penultimate lap. For one.
Now, to win the penultimate lap, you got to come in first.
I don't know. Maybe one of the races this evening, I'll have to do the entire race in the correct accent. I don't know if I could keep it up for entire races.
Yeah, you work on that, and I'll work on my hick to win the game. I'm in the race.
Hey, sons of bitches right here just need to learn how to be faster. Y'all see? Ooh,
you gotta turn the throttle to accelerate the bike to win the race.
Look at
There's
Matt.
nothing to it.
He is looking for this pass here, trying to get past Stormy. Now I decided to pop over to his view, actually, for the moment, so you can see. Look at how hard Mac has been working his front tire. He has been working the brakes the entire race. Yeah, you can see him coming up around through 9 and 10 here. Lord almighty, he has been pushing that front tire as hard as he possibly can.
It's not overheated, it's just warm.
Yeah, it's not done, but you can see particularly the left side. This is a very left side biased track. But you can tell he has been hard on the brakes the entire time.
Chris, wow. I'm over here like, oh my god, it's 9 p.m. I need to go to bed. 2:45? Woo!
Ooh, look at that down the front straight. Mac he managed to stick with him. Did a great job hanging on to it and slips past him on the front straight. Now we've got a fight between Stormy and Mac for this final lap. This is by no means over. Stormy having a great race, and you can see here now that is why he managed to pass. You can take a look there. Stormy has managed to overheat that rear and is basically done on the left side of it. He's going to have everything to do just to manage to maintain that third place slot. And he's got Bear behind him. Bear has been really strong in Moto2 this season. Oh, man. That makes the race very interesting very quickly. The fact that Stormy is still getting around turns at any appreciable pace, this shows you how fast this guy is.
Stormy needs to pace down. If he crashes, he's gonna really screw himself.
Oh yeah, you don't get to make a mistake. Oh my God! And we're gonna need Elon Musk to go retrieve his bike. My God, that one got hurled.
Oh my God, I just saw it.
That is gone.
Did you see it fall back into the crowd?
Wait, where is he now? What is the game? What did the game just do with him?
I think that was the most squeaky what I could have let out, but wow. No, we're gonna stay on this for a moment.
I looked at that as long as I could. It put him back in.
Did y'all see what happened to Stormy?
Yeah, that was a big nasty bug. We're gonna have to see what we want to do with that. Bear manages to slip up into third there. That was a massive physics bug, though. We're going to have a little talk about that one. How we want to handle that. Because that wasn't Stormy's fault that the bug that happened afterwards occurred.
Race Direction is going to talk about that during the break.
Yes.
And tomorrow, probably.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, Stormy did. Well, I don't think he waited too long to move to mapping 2 because he burned that rear either way. So
Yeah, but mapping 2, not going to mapping 2 doesn't send you into a low Earth orbit and then through the Earth.
Yes. We're gonna call Elon Musk, have him go get Stormy's bike back. Meanwhile,
Musk doesn't do excavation.
I mean,
Else.
So Voss and Mac clearly having one hell of a race. Bear, I think Bear actually does deserve that third, but that being said, we'll have to decide what we want to do about Stormy's. We'll talk with the racers. We'll see what they think there. Because Stormy clearly turning great lap times during that race. You can see he was right up there with Voss and Mac. Just had that last-minute mistake. Jane having a pretty good race, too. He actually had a slightly faster lap than Bear did, but I think Bear was more consistent. So Bear got himself on the podium there. Let's see how that wants to be done. Hadlock finding himself in 5th. Baird in 6th. Stormy in 7th. Like I said, they'll be thinking about that. Hazard in 8th. Coco in 9th. I figured he was going to be a little higher than that. Key in 10th. Bichon in 11th. And Rocha back there in 12th. Come on, Rocha.
I typed Coco's name XOXO.
Yeah. Bigfoot pushing for Stormy to get first. I'm going to go ahead and say no.
Yet.
So we are going to take a brief break. We will be back in just about 10 minutes with GP is the normal plan. We did manage to get back on schedule. We'll see you guys shortly. Thanks for watching. Thank you new guys for showing up. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Alrighty, folks, we are just about to start our last qualifying of the evening. This is going to be MotoGP at Phillip Island on the Xbox. Hope everybody's enjoying it.
Well, it looks like a couple of our guys on our audience are really enjoying it.
Yes.
And by the way, that double oaked, delicious barrel. As far as the times and placements of things, we're going to involve racers and see what they want to do. The crash we've determined to be legitimate. The afterwards was not so much. So also what we've determined that happened is when his bike went into a low Earth orbit, it landed behind the crowd, and that's where it respawned him.
Yeah, which I've never seen this game do. And that's kind
he respawned on the interstate. That was interesting.
I am almost willing to send that video into Milestone to say, hey, y'all might want to watch out for bugs like this. That was nasty.
That was a bad one for sure. That was like, that was nasty.
Yep.
Now, you know what would be cool here is with this question that Bigfoot's asking Chris, if we know one of his buddies out here from running Coda, that'd be funny.
That would be funny. That would be. And Chris will mention real quick, our Frenchman in the league here, Stormy, is actually living in Ireland right now. So, you know, if you guys want to go buy him a beer, if he manages to win something, I'm just saying he's around. Or a wine. I guess he's French. You have to buy wine, don't you?
Wine and a baguette of cheese.
Oh, okay.
Well, who's the person you follow on Instagram? It better be me, Chris.
The person he follows on Instagram. Well, damn sure
it's definitely not me. I neglect that Instagram account so hard.
Because I'm slow and trash.
I'm just trash.
That is fair. So, Mr. Rocha getting first out on the track this evening for GP. I don't think our lineup changes at all. Nope, not this evening. Looks like Coco is
Roach
out there for GP as well. Yeah, we'll see if Mr. Rocha can put himself down a time here early. It'd be good of him. Yes, if you're going to show up and buy a drink for Mr. Stormy, I think it has to be a red wine with his baguette. It will be perfect. It will be perfect.
Perfect.
So as we're waiting on everybody to put down tires, Rocha, you disappoint me. He gets through 2 sections and then dumps it and goes back to the pits. Are you serious?
Okay, but he's consistent. Like, I ain't even mad.
You know what we have forgotten to do this evening? I feel incredibly unprofessional. We haven't mentioned our sponsors.
You are right.
Yes. You realize it as well as I did. We forgot to do sponsors at any point this evening. I'm going to do that right now. We're going to talk about it because for some of our new people don't know this either. We've got some companies here in Austin who have been doing a good job of, because a lot of these guys actually do ride track. Like basically everyone you're seeing here, pretty much everybody I've talked to, they actually ride in real life. They ride track. So we've gotten them some real stuff.
Because they're awesome.
Yes. We've got Woods Cycle Country here in Austin that sells used motorcycles, new motorcycles, I think a little bit of gear as well. Moto Orangutan, who sells gear mostly, lots of gear. They sell used motorcycles. They also sell bicycling equipment. Like if you want to get serious about it, they got you covered. Motul, the oil guys. For some reason, they decided they wanted to throw stuff at us. As a matter of fact, they threw some of the swag that was supposed to go to the actual GP guys during 20. Yes, it is cool looking. Mass Motorsports, who our own Nick J works for, so he dragged that sponsor in for us, is providing gloves for our boys, a custom set of gloves for one of our winners there. And South Central Race Center, who is Mr. Hutchinson, who showed up some earlier in the season. We haven't seen him racing at all recently, which kind of makes me sad because he was pretty quick.
Hines and I actually, I'm standing there talking to him at Coda, and I'm like, oh, Hines, you're here. So, I drug him over, made sure we all met, And apparently Mondays just don't work for him. Like, Mondays are his super late day.
Oh,
so that's why we've not seen him back.
That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Yes, he has actually provided some Pirelli tires for one of our
Not just Pirelli tires, Pirelli Diablo slicks.
Oof.
That's as good as it gets right there.
The fancy stuff to go fast with on the track. Sarah Cole.
Gotta go Fiest.
Is who
I don't know a Sarah Cole.
I don't know her either. Ducati fan. She does a lot of outings, track days at Coda. Okay, fair enough.
Does she have Lady Luigi on the back of her leathers? Because if so, I have a really good story from the end of last year.
No, God.
The long story short is coming into 12 off the big straight. Now she's on a Ducati, right? Boo, blows my doors off. I'm on my little 80 horsepower Honda, coming on the brakes, and I come in and outbrake her on the candy stripe, jumping in the air, and turn it in front of her. I wish I had it on video. I really do.
I don't think it was a damn. I doubt it was the Ducati I passed on the Rocket 3. There were two of those. They should feel sad. They should sell.
No,
their
this was in level 3, so I don't know,
okay.
but
All right.
there was a very distinctive Lady Luigi written on the back of the leathers, and I was giggling as I made that pass.
So far, Spanky. Oh yeah, he's the change to the lineup. I always forget he's in here. Spanky making himself announced and reminding me he's here by setting up first with a 124.7. Stormy sitting 0.23 behind. You know what? Stormy is looking solid in qualifying. It's disappointing he's not taking more podium stuff this evening.
Hey, Stormy Daniels, get it done. Well, you know why he's not taking more podiums.
Why?
Because of Bigfoot.
Is it Bigfoot's fault? Is it?
Yes.
He's got the Bigfoot.
That's entirely why.
The Bigfoot curse is even worse than the spectator's curse. Oh, so Voss finding himself in third currently. A little over a third of a second behind Spanky. Mac about half a second back. Jane almost a second back. Hadlock 4.7. And Rocha 5 seconds back. So you look at this. Here's Bigfoot with his fair weather. There it is again.
Oh my God.
That's my boy Spanky. Come on, how long ago did you auction off all your fan gear for him?
Heart number 1, fire.
Yeah, no, we all know it's BS.
To quote Owen Wilson, wow.
Oh, wow. Had to quote Reddit, nice paper hands, bro. Yep, that's it. Bigfoot just jinxing Stormy here. Just messing him up this evening. So as we wait to see what everybody else can turn out, Hazard looking solid and puts himself 4 seconds behind the front there. Not too bad a lap to put down. You notice this is one of the tracks, like it's both in the actual league and in this league. There is literally nobody complains about Phillip Island. And no matter the class either. Despite the fact that this does seem like a bit of a harder track on GP, because it's not one of the longer courses, which is where the GP bikes tend to shine. It's only about 2 3/4 miles.
I read on Instagram that GP bikes do the best on the tight tracks.
Yeah. Okay.
I also read on Instagram that Marc Marquez has been ready to race, but he just wanted to watch what the competition was doing. That's a true story. If you weren't part of that conversation,
I saw that whole thing.
It was so appalling that Bear of all people jumped in to talk smack.
And Bear doesn't talk smack.
Bear is literally a teacher. He does the opposite of talk smack for a profession.
He's the nicest bro, and yeah, even he was like, "Nah, dude, that's not what's going on."
I could see the fire. It's like, I'm gonna smack you with my good hand.
Yeah, there is nobody going, "Oh yeah, that's true." No, it isn't. Yeah.
Well, and surprise, surprise, when I click on the profile, it's some 15-year-old schmuck that says he's going for an engineering degree.
Yeah. Okay, dude. Sure. You're
strategy. 15. You're not going for anything. You're completing high school.
Yeah. I don't think that's what's going on there. Of course, you see, Mr. Abbott in our group was noting how he was looking for somebody who could give him a tow for 2 minutes. I told him I knew a fella, but you'd have to open your window for him.
Hey, I hear Roach is looking for a tow. Maybe, well, actually, he's only 5 seconds. So that doesn't work.
It's come on. We got to use the ASO standard. You don't get a tow around here. You get a drag.
Yeah, they fixing to drag you.
They finna drag. So Spanky's still up front. Unfortunately, I'm unable to bring his time. And you know what? He's got the same thing Voss does, where he can put down that great time in the first section. And then after that, it just gets rough. 5 minutes remaining in qualifying. Oh, Coco having a bit of an off there in front of us. That was a little rough.
Just kind of, just fell right over.
Oh, another one there for Hadlock.
So looking at, I'm paying more attention to how the respawns and things of this nature work. Mm-hmm. They just respawn where the bike stops sliding.
Okay.
So that's how that ended up happening.
But I got to sit there saying, you're not even on the track, bro. As a matter of fact, the camera spawned under the track with where they were.
I'm going to go back and make so many memes of that. I mean, it's going to be great. I'm just going to do it like in slow motion, black and white Enya as the bike is falling behind the barrier in the crowd.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. I'm not going to argue with that one. So Bashan looking like he's putting together a personal best for the moment. Is MM93 really coming back this weekend? There is talk of it. There is absolutely talk of it.
They say he's cleared for it. Now, I mean, look historically at every professional racer that's had a big crash like that. They're not the same when they come back. I'm not saying he won't be fast. I'm not saying he won't ever be competitive again. Dude's not winning this race.
Yeah, I'm doubting that you're going to see him win this race, and I'm doubting that you're going to see him win this season. In fact, it's kind of like a Rossi or a oh my God, why am I forgetting his name? It just flipped right on my head.
What, Lorenzo?
Lorenzo, yeah. Yeah, the guy that's been talking shit on Instagram recently.
Lorenzo did okay, and he came back okay. I mean,
he would have
he literally broke his back.
Yeah, he would have the occasional amazing moments, but he was never quite the same afterwards. So that's kind of like, man, when you have a wreck that major, I don't think we'll ever see the kind of season out of Marquez that we've seen in the past. I don't think we'll ever see that again.
There's such a mental factor that I don't think people are taking into consideration.
Yep. Well, that and the fact that I will guarantee you his arm is numb. Like, to some degree. It has to be. There had to have been nerve damage. There's no way there was.
I don't lie about this, that, the other. You know, my favorite part is when HRC came out of the blue and was like, despite any rumors, there's nothing wrong with Marc Marquez. And I'm like, I didn't hear any rumors, but now I know there's something wrong with Marc Marquez.
Exactly. That is like
it's Marc Marquez.
Marc Marquez. Yes. HRC with the world's worst poker face. The absolute worst. No,
I'm being yelled at that I'm loud.
Oh, okay. I am totally holding a royal flush.
I'm just going to screw with race direction for a moment here. I'm literally crying now. She's yelling at me. She's berating me. She's saying mean things.
Just mute yourself over in that channel. Problem solved.
She's offering to bottle my tears now.
The same way we bottle baby giggles and unicorn farts.
Oh, exactly. Don't forget bunny farts.
So, just under 2 minutes remaining in qualifying. It continues to have the standing of Spanky sitting up front. Stormy, Mac, and Voss. I got news for you. That front pack, if it looks anything like qualifying, those front four are going to be close. Very close. At least it sure looks that way. But Jane doesn't look far back off of him. Ditto for Coco, actually looking pretty good. We've got not even 2 seconds between our front half of the pack right now. Bear putting himself in 7th, though he is currently on a personal best, and he's got one more lap he can turn afterwards. Baird sitting right next to Bear because he hates us. Hadlock sitting in 9th. Bichon back in 10th. And Rocha managing to move his time down further to 4.6 seconds behind the front.
but not enough.
Not quite enough, but he's looking good. I mean, that's not a bad lap.
He's looking good. I mean, he's looking solid.
That's always the thing with Rocha. Like, he's fast. You just got to keep him from crashing.
Yep, he's got to stay with that consistency.
Yep.
Bigfoot. Now, what would have been better would have been a mad emoji and then the poop emoji.
Oh, boy.
Look, HRC right now is just a bunch of fingers pointing at each other. No, I hurt the world champ. No, you hurt the world champ. No, you let the world champ get on a motorcycle. Bunch of crap.
The thing that blows my mind is, number one, it was after he signed probably one of the most stupidly huge contracts I've ever seen anybody sign. And also got his little brother on the team. Like, there had to be so many people... There have to be so many people in Honda that after 2020 have to be kicking themselves and everyone around them in the ass.
Is that Bob Ross and an angel poop?
I like the Bob Ross. The Bob Ross makes me happy.
There's no such thing as breaking your arm opening a window.
Yes.
Only happy little accidents.
Only happy little arm-breaking, career-ending accidents.
Only happy little career-ending accidents.
So... qualifying in GP for Phillip Island, gonna be Spanky, Stormy, and Max sitting on the front rows. So Bigfoot continues to have Stormy looking good in qualifying. Hopefully he can do well in the race this time. Voss, Jane, and Coco sitting on our second row. Baird, see, they hate us. And Hadlock on the third row. And... rounding out the pack, going to be Bashan and Rocha. And see, they're not even 5 seconds back. It's getting consistently fast in this league.
This league is consistently fast. Not getting is.
Yes. Yes, Bigfoot, you are not wrong. The dumbest move on Honda's part was bringing Alex on. I think that was, like, there are so many other riders that could have filled that slot, and they fill it. But I suspect the reason they made that dumb move was because Mark told them, you bring him on or I leave. I will almost guarantee you that he made that deal. I mean, what do you think?
They should have just brought me on. I would have finished as many races as Mark did.
It's true. But that being said, I mean, like, nobody else they've tried to put on that bike has managed to be consistently fast. Much less consistently.
That bike sucks.
Yeah.
That bike is built for one human.
Yes, it is. Much less able to actually keep it on the track the way Marquez generally does. Yeah. No, there's no way to get anybody else in the league that has been able to ride that damn thing. So, I mean, like...
just give it to Guy Martin.
Oh, God.
He'll do just fine.
You'll never understand a thing he's saying when he comes back and criticizes it. So you're going to make random adjustments, but with a big-eyed Martin, he might manage to make that work. So we are now waiting for final setup for our final race of the evening. This will be MotoGP at Phillip Island on the Xbox. I'm kind of excited by this one.
So I got a little update. Clouds have rolled in since qualifying.
I see that.
I didn't know that was a feature of this game, but
that either.
Apparently it is. Yeah. Okay.
So we'll see how that has an effect on things. Obviously, it'll change temperature on the track just a little bit.
I'm being heckled. I'm being heckled by race direction.
You're being heckled.
Karina loves Weather Girl Nick. I'm being heckled.
There you go. Lorenzo couldn't even do good, but yeah, he could. Well, Lorenzo, to be fair,
Lorenzo was quitting, dude. He just wanted out.
Yeah, Lorenzo was kind of done those last couple of days. Like, they put him on the Ducati, which frankly is a pretty good bike right now. Has been for a few seasons. And like,
he was a Yamaha rider. Those are exact opposites.
Yeah, but like, he didn't go fast until it was pretty much determined that he was out. Like, it was like he kept screwing it up, and then I think it was like Jerez or something that he decided to put a smear of paint around the front tire, wet paint, around the front wheel, and be a speed bump for most of the race. And then after that, he decided to get fast.
So, but again, my thing with that is, I mean, you look at the Yamaha, which is characteristically just a handling machine, right? It's like, forget power, whatever, mid corner is what we're going for.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, let me jump on this Ducati, which is point and shoot to the max.
Oh yeah. No, there's a reason they have to have a rear brake trigger because they got to be able to slide it. Why is exit to main menu highlighted for them? Okay. All right. I was like, don't mess that up, please. So here we go. This is going to be our last race of the evening. And for some reason, I think I'm not picking up audio correctly from from Heinz's Twitch. There we go. All right. Now it's picking up correctly.
Why'd you break it?
I tried not to. And we are off with our last race of the evening. This will be GP at Phillip Island on the Xbox. Look at this. Looking at it currently from Roach's view here. In seventh currently. Bit of a touch from Bichon there.
Right. That's all right.
Taps some swings out around. And that is not a bad pass there. Not looking too bad as the pack fighting through the first three turns there. Wow. A little bit off the track for Mr. Rocha.
Yeah, he's good at that.
We'll see if he can keep it together.
Man, we got Stockhazard voting for two plane.
Oh, Baird, and I didn't see who else it was, went out there very wide and just flew off the track.
That was Baird and I don't know.
Yeah, I did not catch the other one, unfortunately.
I'm going to assume two plane.
Yep, so currently, here's a rare one for you. Voss sitting back in fifth. Coco having a great time sitting there in third so far on the first lap. Spanky in fourth. And you've got Mac and Stormy up front, though. Spanky managing to slip past. Oh, no! Spanky down, and it's going to get in Voss's way. Voss having a couple of touches with Spanky's bike. Manages to avoid flying off, but that is going to cost him.
Wow. I mean, that was like a speed break in the middle of the track.
It really was.
That's two really weird physics deals we had today.
Yeah, and that's going to put Voss now 2 seconds back off the rest of the pack, so he's going to have a hell of a time fighting back up there. Dear Lord, that was kind of a crazy moment.
I don't know how he kept that upright.
He was dribbling it. Common, Spanky? You're saying come on, wrong. Oh, Rocha! You're not supposed to do that, bro. Oh.
No, I do think that is the job of a Rocha.
And off again. Oh, man. Rocha having a pretty good race up to that point, and then just dumping it. Yeah, just dumping it twice. That was unfortunate.
Okay, now I am digging the little emoji of Patrick getting hit with a stick.
Fair enough. I'm not going to argue with that. That is pretty good.
Yeah, that took me a minute to figure out what it was, but I think I got it now.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That is pretty funny. Yeah, we did have a few wrecks there. That front pack was running a little close, and everybody kind of beating the hell out of each other. It looks like it is stretched out just a little bit at this point. We've got Max sitting up front, Stormy about a second back, Coco about 2.5 seconds back, and Voss about a second and a half back off of them. The next pack going to be Spanky and Hadlock. They're both about 4 seconds back off of Voss. And then Jane with Bear trying to chase him down, another 3 seconds back. The rest of the pack a little spread out there. So we'll see what these guys can do.
To go from such tight qualifying to a spread out pack it's
a bit of a surprise.
It's frustrating.
It's a bit of a surprise. But we did have a couple of wrecks there. And Voss running the very strong this season Suzuki. Oh, Coco in turn 4 just cuts too far inside and dumps it when he loses the front end.
That grass is no good. Wow, I mean, Voss did a fantastic job getting slowed down and not hitting him again.
Yep, he's managing to... I guess Voss is getting a lot of practice avoiding other people's wrecks this evening. Oh, and Coco...
He's been riding motocross, so he's getting that practice there.
That must be it. Coco having another off, unfortunately, so Voss, with nothing but open track in front of him to try and catch Stormy, who is now just under a second behind Mac, trying to fight for the front of the pack there. unfortunately, I cannot. Ooh, I think Stormy's Twitch stream dropped, so I cannot. Yep, I'm unable to get that off.
How dare you?
I know. I need to stop being so awful at it.
You don't need to define it, by the way. It's just everything.
Yeah, I know. So Coco having a couple of offs and now finding himself at the very back of the pack. That's a bit of a surprise. He's been fast all evening. I don't know what's happening.
I must have been that crash.
Yeah, it's something about that crash just threw him off completely. Meanwhile, we can see here Jane trying to chase down Hadlock. Back in 6th. This is the fight for 5th. Look at this. This attempted a pass in 2. Very close for Jane. Look at this. Looking very good coming into 3. Looking up under him. Looks like he might have it. It's going to be tricky. Coming into 4 here. Dumping enough speed through the hairpin.
Oh, he had a better line.
Yeah, it looks like... Oh, bit of a touch there. Bit of a touch. Both of them managing to stay up, though. A little bit of that tire bump. A little bit of the bump draft.
Is that what we're calling it?
We're calling it a bump draft. Hadlock went flying ahead on it.
Look at Hades. Viva le baguette. It's a
Viva
female
le
baguette.
baguette. Fair enough. Oh, no!
Wait, is Hades not racing?
Yeah, Hades is not out tonight. And Hadlock just went down in turn 10.
Oh, bad.
Yep, it looked like he might have dumped the front. I'm guessing he braked too hard. At 10, you got that downhill, and I'm betting he was braking too hard.
He just asked too much of the front tire from what I saw.
Yep, he probably did from what I was looking at there, and that's going to cost him that position. And Jane taking 5th with some very solid work there.
You can do it!
La baguette. Yes, we love our baguette-eating, wine-drinking Frenchman. He is indeed very fast.
Oh, we should all be glad that I'm not running the stream tonight, so I can't drop that picture in the middle of the screen.
I mean, I could. I just don't have it
Should.
available right this second.
Let me fix this for you.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. I will let you track that down then. As we kind of keep an eye on how things are going here. Mac up front looking very, very solid, but he often is in GP. Stormy probably having one of his better races of the evening. Hopefully he can avoid having the disasters he had a couple of times during the last couple races. And Voss still not managing to catch up to Stormy, which is a bit of a surprise. That Suzuki is very, very solid this season. Oh, Hadlock having it off, but Sean and Coco managing to slip past. Oh, Lord, Nick over there laughing.
Oh, do you want the okay side? No, I'm going for this one.
I'll take whatever. So Coco right now trying to chase down Bashan for that 7th place position and manages to get him on the front straight. Very nice work by Coco hanging on to that. Oh, a little too far inside though. Bashan takes advantage of it with a better line. Bit of a touch between the two, but Bashan looks like he's going to hang on to it. Yeah, I know, right? Stormy using the KTM to try and chase down Mac on the Honda. Oh, wow! Coco trying to cut back across the line, hitting Stormy's rear tire, and just dumpsters the bike.
I think he needs a new collarbone.
I think he does, too. That was a rough ending to that. And that is going to put Hadlock almost 4.5 seconds ahead of Coco. Man, that was rough. They were having a good fight there, too. That is disappointing.
So when you have a moment, check out the moderators chat in our Discord.
All right. Here we go.
No pressure. No pressure. Coco's got some work to do to get picked back up here, but, really, Macargo's doing his thing. And look at Stormy the Frenchman right behind him there.
He is
down
catching
to 2 tenths
up
for just a moment.
Yep, it looks like Stormy has decided to go ahead and kick things in as they're getting close to the end of the race.
We need to give him some baguette power.
That is it. He decided to hit the wine and the baguettes.
His power comes from the catacombs.
Looking very solid. Definitely showing.
Check out Heinz's camera there. I think we got something.
Yeah, just a second here. I am trying. Oh no! No, Stormy! Oh man!
Whoa! We talked about the catacombs and the
Just
ghosts got him.
Hurls it out of 8.
Is that the same corner he did it in last time?
I think it was, yes. He had a different kind of wreck, but he definitely having trouble with 8 there.
Chris's comment.
A couple of screws in a titanium plate. Yeah, sure. Just don't let him open any windows.
No window for you.
Oh, man. So Stormy now finding himself just a second off of Voss. Oh, we'll see.
God, you're doing so well, too.
He was doing great. That was just unfortunate there.
Bigfoot's mad at us.
I can understand why.
It's okay. I'm mad at us, too.
Oh, man. Yeah. We will find a way to help Stormy catch up. There's got to be something we can do. So you can see here the view right now. Coco looking back at Hadlock, trying to chase him down as we are currently on the penultimate lap. You can see here Mac's view. It is going to be rough trying to catch up.
I see a whole lot of nothing from Mac's view.
Yeah. He's got not much in front of him. And you can see here Voss trying to chase down Mac. It's going to be really difficult to make that happen. He's got time. He's got 2 laps, but man, Mac just is not slow. It does not make it easy on you. You're not going to have an easy time chasing that down. Most certainly. So at this moment, you gotta know, while it may not be likely for Voss to catch Mac because he's got 8 seconds he has to make up at this point, the cheering for Stormy getting strong as we try and engage baguette power. Let's see what Stormy can do here. Oh no, he finds himself back behind Spanky. I tried to put the baguette power into the stream and it just didn't happen.
It's there?
I know, but the baguette power happened, but for some reason he fell even further back. It is incredibly disappointing.
I have another one for you. This is his current state.
No. Yeah, I have to admit that's probably true. Oh, Stormy unable to put it together. Gonna find himself further back. That is unfortunate. Mac looking very dominant, managing to hold on to things up front. Spanky has managed to push his way into third. Stormy now finds himself, unfortunately, a ways back there. Oh, Baird having it off. And Mac putting it down there. I know why. Why, Stormy? He was doing so great.
Because Bigfoot rooted for him.
Is that what it is? It's the Bigfoot curse. It's even worse than the commentator curse. Is Spanky catching Voss? It's not looking like he's going to make that happen. I really doubt it. Yep, and Voss finishes up. No, that is how it's going to end for him there. So, unfortunately, Spanky managed to slip past Stormy there, so poor Bigfoot going to have to suffer. And that's going to be it. You're front on the podium. Mac looking phenomenal that race. Voss just unable to catch him, and Stormy was doing great, and just a couple of mistakes cost him, and that puts him back in 4th. Bear in 5th. Jane in 6th. Both of them actually having a pretty good performance. And you can see there Jane's fastest lap barely, like just under a second off of Stormy's, which is damn good performance out of Jane. This is a guy that complains about how fast the other dudes are in GP. Jane is going to be one of our up-and-comers. Give him time. Coco, Bichon, and Hadlock finishing up 7th, 8th, and 9th. Baird and Rocha in 10th and 11th. That was actually a pretty good GP race there. Very solid. Very, very solid.
So I got a hot take.
What's that?
This is the most wrecks we've seen in a race from Rocha yet.
He did actually wind up getting lapped at the end.
Would you like to hear the number?
Oh, God. How many wrecks did we see out of that man?
I'm going to make you guess, actually.
Let's say 15.
16.
Oh, man, that's rough. That is rough. It does seem like a shorter track that can be very, very, very rough on the GP bikes.
Yeah, it was not... it was certainly not an easy time for him. I've also given you an assortment of quick memes to pop up for Stormy.
I can the most I might be able to slip one in here. I'm going to go ahead and put the entertaining sad Stormy that we had there. Let me just slap it onto our standby screen here. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you have your sad Stormy here. It is too bad how that turned out. Made me sad. I thought he was going to have it this evening, and just, man, he got himself with mistakes there. So that is unfortunate. He did overall very well. Oh, Bigfoot saying, just wait for Bigfoot to dominate Moto3 rookie class next season. Bring it, bro.
I want to see it. What is that? What is that?
Hazard calling for go easy on Rocha. Oh, we give Rocha shit because Rocha loves giving shit. If you spend any time around Rocha, you know that's how it works with him.
It's what he do. He giveth and he taketh.
He do. Absolutely. So that was a good evening. Lots of good fights around here. Yes, we did have some good America representation this evening. F yeah. It was definitely a good night of racing, though, in all of our classes there. All of our racers having a great evening. Thank you, audience, for participation. We always enjoy when you guys are in here BSing with us. It's a lot of fun. Though we would appreciate... Stop cursing our racers, Bigfoot.
Yeah. You've murdered the Frenchman?
Yeah, why would you do that? We love our Frenchman. Why would you do that to him? Stop doing that. Yeah, Chris. Absolutely. Feel free to come back, watch. And if you feel like getting in there and racing, we always take more people.
We had a pretty stacked grid this time.
We did. But that being said, we do have a lot of repeats. So we're gonna work on dividing by classes next season. So we'll probably have some more seats available. I'll bet that.
I'm digging it.
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and mention our sponsors. We have Motul, the oil guys, who've given us a bunch of awesome swag. Mass Motorsports, giving us some awesome custom leathers for a couple of the guys. South Central Race Center, donating Pirelli tires. Wood Cycle Country, who I think they gave us, what was it, like a helmet or something?
Helmet, jacket, and gloves.
Yeah, man, they gave some nice gear for somebody to ride on the street. Selling new motorcycles and used motorcycles as well. And Moto Ringatang selling used motorcycles, lots and lots of gear. Boy, they do love some gear. And bicycles, if that's your thing as well. So, thank you, sponsors. Thank you, racers. Thank you, audience. We will see you guys next week. Same time, same channel. Chris, we will check out Chris's channel. We will see what he's got on there. But thank you guys.
Sure, Chris will check out Chris's channel.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. One Chris checking out another Chris. So until then, all you guys be safe. Have a great week. We look forward to seeing you. There are only 2 weeks left in our season at this point. So we will see y'all next week for that.